What up? Here to have a cigar, and we're gonna call Hey Baby, BS Baby on it would be tired Santa Claus's Santa Claus's little brother, New York Dan baby. I don't think Leslie is his girlfriend. I think Leslie is a friend, a sister, or a cousin. I watched one video when they got comped, right? Because he gambled away all his money and they gave him a steak, New York Dan. And it looked like dog food that we was showing it too. I was like, anybody can eat steak on a cruise, okay? It's a cheap cigar, I get it. Going through another box here. But I'm like, he's on his cheap cruise. I mean, I love the video. I talked to Carl today. Crash. He, I said, it was he was giving her a hug, right? Okay? And you could tell he wanted to go in for the kill, the kiss, right? I don't think I've ever kissed my wife on camera. I don't show her on camera. But usually when you go in, you say something, you seal it with a kiss, right? And, you can tell that Leslie does not want to be on camera, only her voice. And I guess he was going to the island, and the drink pass won't work. And I told the people, that's when you go to that island, they've got you trapped. So it's going to cost you money. That's duh. It just shows he doesn't. I'm sorry, it's a cheap cruise. New York Dan, New York dimwit is when you're down and the porthole is down by the ocean. That's a cheap cruise. Probably out the door, everything, $2,000. Where would you rather go? Devious little bay, about $2,000 more, and enjoy yourself on a really nice island, and go on. He's a token white guy on that cruise. Trust me. That's all there is to it. It's just like, no, that's not his girlfriend. I call BS. I call hearsay and lies. Nope. That is not his girlfriend. Probably a cousin, because he's been ridiculed for going on cruises by himself, so he enlisted her a long time ago. Hey, go on a cruise, pretend to be my girlfriend, my better half. Come on, baby. It's New York Dan. It's just like with Fat Boy, Papa Grid 56. That was his sister who he was playing house with because her husband died in a foundry accident. He died, he choked on a ham sandwich in the bathroom. He played house the day he died. What do you expect when you go on a poor cruise? What do you expect? That's what you're going to get. Expect Sea Carnival. Plenty of videos on that. Fighting. Look at that over the chicken strips in the middle of the night. In the middle of the night. Good song by Billy Joel. He still has yet to go to the gingerbread house in Brooklyn. Still yet to go there. Because, he's a trust fund baby, like Carl told me on the phone. Live with grandma. I mean, who in their right mind would date a guy who talks like this? It's New York Dan, baby. We're playing penny slots. They comped you a steak dinner, so what? Because they know you're going to pay for it later. I have played pennies very few times. Again, go back into my archives and my shorts. Either it's on this channel, the other channel. Me and the wife won $1,900 playing quarter poker, like in about 10 minutes. We were there for her hockey team, and after the game was over, next morning, on the way out the door, we had breakfast and left. I still have that money left, majority of mine left. It was a year ago. It's still sitting in my drawer. I parcel it off once in a while. Point is, pennies are for poor people, right? I always tell people when they give me change back, keep it for the poor people. But guarantee it, that chick is a plant. I call BS on you. I feel sorry for her. She's being used as a pawn. From New York, Dane. I do. I feel sorry that you're allegedly a stockbroker, day trader, but you run around. That's a bold-faced lie, and I love to lie and tell lies to flush out the truth. That's what I do. It's part of my persona, and fear-mongering radio is all about. When Haggy Rant says hearsay and lies. I hear it, and I say it, and it's a lie, right? Who knows? Look at the hunch, Donald J. Trump. Said he was going to Russia, right? To go see a murderer. You were going to Alaska. But it's just kind of hilarious that he's propping somebody up to prove that he actually has someone that he can have the time of his life with. Going on a poor man cruise. New York, Dane. Calling BS on you. Leslie, we'll pray for you. Not that I get a lot of views either, but compared to his views, when he jumped in barium exposure, nobody cares. I did one time when I was on vacation, Dirtle Myrtle, I did a video every day for fun. I found myself not enjoying my vacation. I'll video stuff. At State Fair, I videotaped certain areas when I was with my wife. Will come up later on this channel. I find time to do a video, do a quick 9-minute video, whatever I do. Until you get a deck and you overlook the ocean, we'll talk about a good, bougie, Royal Caribbean, other cruise lines with them, all the other ones. Then you're going on a real cruise. Anybody can get comped stuff at a casino. Look at the dearly departed Bering Exposure. He went to Pat Benatar because he paid for the tickets. One time I was at Mystic Lake and they were handing out, Data Lee Roth was in town and they were handing tickets out. Everybody wanted to go. We were just playing. I said, I don't want, I'm not going to be around. And Data Lee Roth, that was way back, a good, before they built the place they have now. It's like, no, thank you. I don't need to Data Lee Roth for free. When I go to casinos, I'm there to win their money. Occasionally they'll comp you a meal when you're leaving, and they'll say, hey, do we qualify for anything? And they'll take a meal off. That's why everything in the room. So if we do a lot of gambling at Green Valley Ranch, they may take off a meal. That's fine. Take your food off. If you're constantly at one machine, whatever it may be. But you're eating steak with your cousin, okay, and having the time of your life. It just shows how easily people like him and Blind Views, the Gestapo, the brown shirts, get triggered when you say something, you call him out. That he goes on the same ship again and has to bring his cousin or his next door neighbor or his sister along with him. But if you watch that video where it's a night, and he kind of wants to lean in, but realizes that's not, we're not kissy-faced people. We're just friends. It's kind of friends with benefit, and the benefit for him is the benefit on people on the channel that think that he has a girlfriend. That's the benefit. Friends with benefits is where you get laid, and there's no accountability unless you get pregnant. Then, just tell the woman, well, you're pregnant? That's your benefit, not mine. Whatever. It's your response to your body. You carry the groceries. Friends with benefits. Benefit happens is you get AIDS or herpes, gonorrhea, she has a baby, even trade, right? So I think the friends with benefits with them is that he can show everybody, hey, look, I have a girlfriend, Leslie. And she has the look, the one video, she had the look of fear in her eyes, like, oh my God, what the hell am I doing here? So I call BS on you, New York Daniel. I don't think so. I think you two are just friends. You're a trust fund, baby. Or living off the government. Or whatever. So, till you go on a Royal Caribbean, go on the Oasis, have an overlooking the ocean, or even overlooking the Promenade. At least the deck is overlooking something. I get inside cabin and you're overlooking something, then you're looking outside. But inside cabin or down by that is just for poor people. That's all it is. Brawling, eating chicken, get in fights. New York Daniel. Leslie, I'll pray for you. Being used by New York Dingling, Dimwit. It's New York Dan, baby. New York Dan. I'm calling BS, baby, on your girlfriend. That's not, yep. Sarasota Tim Hater. New York Dan, I'm calling BS, baby, on your girlfriend. That's what I'm going to title it. Because everything is baby. Drinking wine, so what? No big deal. And how dumb you are about the island. That's pretty much spelled out. Because you go there, that's where they get you, because they have you trapped. That's the way she blows. If you're a stockbroker, you should have to worry about it. Just get more trust money, but you're on a poor cruise, so you don't want to spend any money. I guarantee you don't tip either. I guarantee it. You won't tip anybody. Guarantee it. Won't give anybody a damn thing. It's like, it's the way it is. Let's say you win a $5,000 pot. Whoever comes over and casts you out, give them a $100 bill. I've been at blackjack tables, pushing pushing over stuff. A green once in a while. Guarantee it. Who doesn't do that? So, anyways. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be out of here. I'm calling bullshit. I'm calling BS on you, Daniel, and your lovely and talented cousin, girlfriend. Like, I have a lot of girls I know. I'm friends with them. You're not getting any milk. You're not getting any behaviors. No one's mounting you. She's just being used as a prop. You ever seen the movie Total Recall? They implant into his life, pretend he's married. Same kind of thing. Made some good today. Life is good at the Minneapolis Airport. One of our guys, downtown Minneapolis, 2 weeks ago, he's going down 7th Street, and I've been there many, many times for both jobs. There's a big hole. You only got to go there if you got to get it off the hotel, one of the hotels. I'm not down a lot for this job, but I'm down there. And there's this big hole, and I've seen it. Runs right into it, hits it. Saw the video where all the stuff, he tolls it out. They fired him because he's in the wrong lane, but it's just dumb. Hits this big hole, hits it. Idiot, but moron. Some people just aren't smart. So it is what it is. New York Dane, New York Dimwit, Forrest Gump. Stupid is what stupid does. Leslie, I'll pray for you on Fearmongering Radio, okay? Peace in the Middle East, all right? New York Dane.